So today I want to go over the meet. So here are my reflections on the meet. So I had 3 goals leading up to the competition. So number 1 was to get a 400 Wilks. So that's the coefficient that we use to decide who the best lifter is. And number 2 was to get the state record. So the state record at that time was 496 pounds. And I had it previously at 457, but that was 4 years ago. So a lifter named Daniel Kelchaw came and broke it, and he's part of a duo, 2 brothers, extremely strong, and actually his brother Steven won the best lifter at the meet. But anyway, so that was the second goal, and the third goal was to hit all my lifts. I've never gotten 9 for 9. Again, that's not really due to poor attempt selection. It's just the circumstances. I haven't hit all 9 lifts before. But yeah, so from that standpoint, it was an excellent competition. So number 1, I hit my Wilks goal, which was 406 Wilks, and that was above the 400. And the 400 Wilks is actually the cutoff, or was the cutoff for the Arnold, but now that's increased to 425 because that competition fills up too quickly, and a lot of good lifters missed out from participating in the 2014 Arnold. So I achieved the goal as far as Wilks. So that's 400 Wilks, and I got 406 Wilks at the competition. And number 2, my second attempt for the deadlift actually broke the state record, so from 496 to 501. So as you guys seen in my training, I've done a 500 pound deadlift many times, so that was pretty routine. And for the third deadlift, I went and challenged myself and did the 523, so that was a huge record. And actually, 523 was the previous American record before it was broken by 50 pounds. So unfortunately, I don't have the American record, but for the next raw competition, I really want to hit 551 at 145.5 or below. So that'll be a huge deadlift, and that's something that I believe is world-class deadlift, 250 kilos at 66 kilos. So I hit the deadlift record, and the third deadlift was an extreme grinder, in my view at least, and it was a little tough to lock out, and lockout may have been a little soft, but got the white light, so that's all that matters. And the last goal for that competition was to go 9 for 9. So again, hitting all the lifts, that was an extreme accomplishment in my view at least. I went pretty conservative on the bench. But it's something that I didn't want to mess with. In order to get the 9 for 9, I had to get all my lifts, and especially the bench press. I was struggling a little bit with 240 in training, but it went up extremely smoothly, so I was really satisfied about that. So that was a recap of Saturday. However, I was more excited for Sunday because 2 of my friends were competing in their first USAPL competition the next day. So as you guys seen on my channel, both Dave and Bob, they did very well. They went 8 for 9. I mean, the ideal scenario would have been the 9 for 9 performance, but hey, they missed their last deadlift, it happens. So we went with the plan with Dave. So we went with 418, 451, and 474. He hit all the lifts. The last squat was a little grinder, but he didn't sleep much the previous night. Actually, maybe 2-3 hours. So he did well as far as the circumstances went, and they both went 3 for 3 in the squat. Bob, as you guys seen, kind of grinding out 405 in the squat, but he just destroyed 413, so his ceiling is much higher for the squat now, and we want to go maybe something crazy for the next meet, maybe around 450. And for the benches, they did okay. They went 275, 297, 303. I think they were targeting more of the 3-plate bench, but it was a game day call, and they went 3 for 3 on the bench. So that was good, and went 3 for 3 on the bench. And then for the deadlifts, they both went 2 for 3. The original plan for Dave was to do 551 deadlift, and we stuck with that. And had he hit that last deadlift, he would have actually claimed first place. So he was angry at himself for not hitting it, but again, things happen. It's a small breakdown in form, and he wasn't able to get that last deadlift. But I'm sure in the future he'll get something crazy. We're looking at 600-pound deadlift, and keep in mind he hasn't been doing strict powerlifting training for that long. So his ceiling is extremely high, and I believe his Wilks was in the almost to the 400 range. So for a first competition, that's pretty amazing. And Bob, he wanted to hit 1200 for the total. So we actually changed the second deadlift from 200 to 205 because he wanted to have a shot at a 485 deadlift for him to get the 1201 total. So went 402 for the first attempt. He destroyed it. We went 451 for the second attempt. He was very, very good, very smooth. And then 485, his grip was giving out, and he wasn't able to get that last deadlift, so it was kind of hitched, and then he had to let it go. So, you know, the next time, he'll probably go for 500, also with additional grip training. So, again, it was a good meet for all of us. So, thanks again, guys, for watching, and stay tuned for the next competition.